today I kind of want to talk about something that's been bugging me for a while, and as you can tell by the title of the video, it's about people stealing my work and pretty much getting away with it. So basically, people have been stealing my poetry and they've been pretending like it's their own work and publishing it either online or, you know, using it for poetry contests and competitions and things like that. And they're basically claiming it as their own work. And I've seen it happen a few times, but the only reason I knew about it was because some of you guys tagged me in them or told me about it. So it could be happening way more often than I'm even aware of. Like, there could be people doing it right now, but there's no way of me knowing. I'll give you a few examples of it happening. So the first time that I've experienced it was on Instagram a few months ago. And the only way I knew about it was because one of you guys tagged me in the comments. So this person basically posted my poem, copied and pasted exactly into their caption on Instagram. And then one of you guys tagged me in the comments, and that's how I found out about it. And it was so strange reading through all the comments on this post, because everyone was basically saying like, oh, this is amazing, well done, this is so good. And then the person would reply back as if they had written it. So they would say things like, oh, thank you, and just basically act like it was their work. And it was so strange to read through that. It was like, I don't know, it was just like, imagine reading comments about someone else pretending to write something you created. It was just really bizarre and strange, right? And I basically commented on the Instagram post saying, look, this is my work, why are you pretending that this is yours? And then eventually what happened was the person messaged me on Instagram, on DMs, and they were very apologetic, and they were saying, look, I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't have done it, I feel really bad about it, please forgive me. And I just let it slide, and I was just like, okay, whatever, there's nothing I could have done, you know, just think about what you do next time and don't do this to anyone else, because it's not nice having your work stolen. And then they said something like, oh, I feel really bad about it, but how they liked getting that attention. So they liked people saying like, wow, I really like your work, I really like, and that's why they kept going along with it, which I thought was really bizarre. But I guess I get that. But at the end, if it's not your work, you shouldn't be taking credit for something that's not yours. But it did kind of make me think that had one of you guys not tagged me in it, and had I not called them out on it, they would have carried on acting like it was their work. So it's only because they were caught that they took it down and, you know, didn't do anything about it, which is really frustrating, because there could be so many people posting my poetry on Instagram and not giving me credit and getting away with it. Until they're caught, they're going to carry on doing it regardless. And then there was another one where I read a comment. Someone posted a comment, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, and they basically came across my I hate myself spoken word, and they were saying like, oh my god, I recognize this. Basically what happened was their friend performed my spoken word in a poetry competition, but they said that it was their own work, and this person who commented was in the audience and was really moved by it. And because the person claimed as their own spoken word, everyone in the audience apparently was like really taken to it and really moved by it, and thought, wow, this person's so great, they came up with this spoken word. And she actually went on to win the competition. So there are a lot of things wrong here, because A, this person has stolen my spoken word and claimed as their own work, but B, they ended up winning the competition. So there could have been other competitors who had written their own work but didn't win, and the person who did win, it wasn't even their work. And I don't even think the school or wherever place it was performed at knows this even happened, because I don't know if the person who commented when they found out that this person was lying, I don't know if they did anything about it. But it's just so crazy that the person got away with it, and you'd think that the whatever school or whatever would sort of put the check if it was their original work. Like, you can easily type it in Google and it'll come up with my spoken word. Anyway, plagiarism is like a huge big deal, and I wish people took it more seriously, because it just means people like myself who are creating their own original content, you know, we kind of struggling because people just rip you off and then they end up winning competitions. It's kind of frustrating because people like myself who create our own original content, which takes so long to like write and memorize and put out, people can so easily rip you off and then end up winning competitions and doing really well, and you're just left like, great, what do I do? You kind of feel hopeless and like there's nothing you can do about it. But what I am grateful for is the fact that you guys, when you do recognize my work, you do tag me in and you let me know. Which brings me on to my third example, which is on Twitter, someone else a couple of days ago, and it was after this example that I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video on it because it's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Basically, someone on Twitter linked me a video, and it was basically the person used my audio, all of my audio, put in a video, and they just basically did a black screen and just put text. So whenever I speak, they put the text of what I'm saying, and they did credit me in the sense that they said that the audio is mine. But at the end of the day, you can't just use someone's audio because you're not putting any of your own work into it. Like, okay, you put your own text, but at the end of the day, people are watching the video for what I'm saying. So technically that is still, that is my content. And this video got over 100,000 views. Like, yes, you have credited me by saying it's my audio, but by using my audio in your video, and that's all it was. They weren't using, there was nothing that they were adding to it. It was just all my audio, the whole video. You're effectively stealing my content. And it's really frustrating because, like, I don't want to call any of these people out. I don't want to name and shame because that's not what I'm about. And that's why I kind of avoided it for so long. But at the end of the day, people are stealing my content and they're just exploiting and they using it for their own gain, and it's just really frustrating. So one of the reasons why I'm making this video is to let you guys know, if you are watching, first of all, if you know anyone is using my poems and they're claiming as their own, please let me know, or let them know like this belongs to Taz and can you stop doing it. And also, if you're planning on using my videos and my audio and my poetry, please don't. Just to be clear, when it comes to my poetry and when people can sort of share it and how they can share it, because I'm fine with people sharing my work, but the way I would like people to share it is, if you're going to perform my spoken word, that's completely fine. I'm okay with people performing my spoken word as long as you give credit and say it's my work and don't claim it as your own. When it comes to Instagram posts, I'm happy for anyone to share my poetry as long as you credit and say that it's mine. I think the biggest problem is people are just not crediting me. So they share my spoken word on Instagram and they're performing it in their competitions and whatnot, but they're just not saying that it's my original work. And also, if you like my videos and you really connect with them and you want to share it to people, just share that video that's on my channel. Don't re-upload my video with the audio and say this video audio is from Taz. Like, just share my video. I mean, obviously it's a very flattering thing that people feel like my work's good enough to perform and to share on Instagram and to upload a video. But at the same time, you got to understand that it takes so much effort to create the content that I create. It's not as simple as, just putting the camera on and talking for 10 minutes. You have to really think about what you're writing, and it's so much effort. And it's hard on this platform on YouTube to grow an audience. And it doesn't help when there's people out there just stealing your content all the time. It's really frustrating. Sorry if this video is a bit ranty, but I just needed to get that off my chest because, I'm getting all these messages all the time like, oh, someone's stolen this video, oh, someone's taken this and claiming it as their own, and it's just not cool. And the crazy thing is, once you confront these people and say, look, this is my work, they're very apologetic and they're all like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think about it, I know it's wrong. So they know it's wrong, but they won't do anything about it until they're caught, basically, which is a sad reality. But hopefully with you guys helping me, we can reduce people stealing my content. I know it's never going to completely go away, and there's a part of it that you can't get rid of, which is kind of sad, but hopefully we can reduce it as much as possible. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me and sharing my videos and giving me credit. I really do appreciate it. More spoken word poetry coming soon, more videos coming soon. I'm also posting a lot more on my second channel at the moment. My second channel is going to be a lot more lighthearted. It's going to be like vlogs. It'll probably be, funny videos like challenges, and like I do clothing styling videos. I have a makeup video going up, so a lot of more light-hearted stuff. So if you want to see more like typical YouTube videos, kind of vlogs and videos, do subscribe to my second channel called Click for More Taz, and also follow me on my social media. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!